那个3汤牛肉饺，然后来个砂锅牛肉。
This is the last stop on my journey in the southernmost part of Xinjiang, Minfen County. I plan to drive back to central Xinjiang, heading to Korla on the next day. However, I have to make a tough decision to make that happen. Looking at the map, I see the Tarim Basin in southern Xinjiang, surrounded on 3 sides by the Kunlun Mountains and the Tianshan mountain range. It feels like a giant pocket, and inside it lies China's largest desert. To early Western explorers, this is a sea of death, which translates to enter and never exit in Uyghur. To best describe it, this vast desert spans more than 330,000 square kilometers, about the size of 3 South Koreas. It marks the desolation of the Earth, which has long been an unknown territory that many researchers have tried to explore. If I want to drive from Minfeng County to Korla, I either have to take a long detour or cross through this sea of death. Although it is an insurmountable natural barrier, I've decided to take on the challenge of crossing the Taklamakan Desert from south to north. After all, this is a rare opportunity. Minfeng, anciently known as Nia, was once the site of the kingdom of Jingjue, one of the 36 states of the western regions. Historical records indicate that Jingjue was located at the foot of the Kunlun Mountains, on the southern edge of the Taklamakan Desert. Although it was a small kingdom, its strategic position on the Silk Road made it extremely important, earning it the title of the dreamlike ancient city. Legend has it that Nia was once a lush oasis. However, after the 3rd century, it suddenly disappeared. In Minfeng County, there is a legend about the disappearance of Nia. The king of Jingjue wanted to marry his beloved daughter to a warrior from the kingdom, but the princess fell in love with a foreign leader. This led to endless wars and bloodshed. Eventually, the heavens grew angry, and a great sandstorm buried the entire city of Nia. Though this legend may be fanciful, it leaves clues for people exploring the disappearance of Nia, the crises of war, and the damage caused by nature. A beautiful homeland turned into a desolate wasteland in the desert, and the dreamlike ancient city was forever sealed beneath the sands. This is the farthest point from the ocean on the Eurasian continent. The moisture from the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and Arctic Ocean struggles to reach this area. Coupled with the surrounding plateaus and mountain ranges, the annual precipitation is only about 50 millimeters, while the evaporation exceeds 2,500 millimeters. Notably, the Taklamakan Desert is the 2nd largest moving desert in the world, with historical records of it advancing over 100 meters in a single year. The towns surrounding the desert have long suffered from the ravages of wind and sand, as the shifting sands constantly encroach upon their living space. In spring, sandstorms from the Taklamakan Desert can even blow all the way to the North China Plain, to effectively combat the rampant shifting sands. Hundreds of thousands of people have dedicated much of their lives over the past half-century to enclosing the world's 2nd largest moving desert. They have planted a greenbelt of various trees and shrubs spanning 3,046 kilometers around the desert to prevent its migration. This monumental project, spanning over half a century, was finally completed in 2024. As dawn broke on the 2nd day of my journey, the golden rays of the sun began to illuminate the vast expanse of the Taklamakan Desert. The air was crisp, and a sense of adventure filled my heart as I prepared to embark on this remarkable expedition. The desert highway, a feat of engineering and resilience, lay ahead. The road through the undulating dunes that seemed to stretch endlessly into the horizon. The desert highway spans approximately 580 kilometers, starting from Minfeng County, passing through the Taklamakan Desert, and concluding in Luntai County, Bengal in Mongol Autonomous Prefecture. This remarkable road is currently the longest highway built in a moving desert in the world. As the sands shift and fierce winds howl, anything can be swallowed up in this vast sea of sand, which covers an area of 330,000 square kilometers without special protection. To understand the significance of this road, we must journey back over 30 years. The quicksand deep within the desert resembled waves crashing in the sea, and the occasional sandstorms felt like hurricanes, striking fear into the hearts of travelers. Back then, if villagers from Minfeng County wanted to reach the other side of the desert, they had to take a lengthy detour along National Highway 315, circling the entire outer edge of the desert, a time-consuming and laborious endeavor. It wasn't until March 1993 that the construction of the Tarim Desert Highway officially began. After 2.5 years, the world's first long-distance highway built on moving sand was completed. This road across the desert made the diverse communities living at the foot of the Kunlun Mountains in southern Xinjiang more convenient, allowing them to break free from the desert's constraints. As I drove deeper into the desert along this highway, the Taklamakan began to lose its mystique, revealing a new understanding of this engineering marvel. Constructing a road that could be swallowed by shifting sands at any moment is no small feat. Without a dense layer of vegetation to protect the road surface, a thin layer of sand could cover it in just hours, and within days it could be completely buried. To prevent this, the length of the greenbelt on the road's outer side is nearly equal to the road itself. To irrigate the protective forests flanking the highway, wells were constructed every 4 kilometers, each overseen by dedicated personnel. After an 8-hour drive, the increasing number of poplar trees along the roadside signaled my approach to the northeastern edge of the Taklamakan Desert, Luntai County. This area is also where the original poplar forests in the entire Tarim River Basin are most concentrated. While the desert may appear desolate, life thrives within it. Before me, the Taklamakan Desert resembled a golden ocean, scorching under the sun. Countless researchers and builders have invested their heart and soul into creating this hopeful road in the desert, transforming a place that was once accessible, but hard to leave into one that is no longer barren. It has allowed me to become a transient traveler in the heart of the desert. After leaving the desert, I continued along its edge toward my final destination, Korla. The name Korla means to gaze in Uyghur. This ancient oasis is not only a vital point on the Silk Road, but also one of the birthplaces of Western region culture. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient Silk Road passed through here, merging Eastern and Western region civilizations. Today, Korla serves as the capital of the Bengal in Mongol Autonomous Prefecture, and an important transportation hub and distribution center for goods in southern and northern Xinjiang. Korla is renowned not only for its rich history and cultural significance, but also for its delectable cuisine, particularly its roast buns. These buns are a true representation of authentic Xinjiang flavors, captivating both locals and visitors alike.
你这一天能烤多少个呀
？5、6千个、7、8千个。
烤鸡行，来30，要半只那种，行吗？啊。
半只一个12只这个。
啊。
这个么？这个么？
这个啊，哇，好，烤鸡，好吃吗？鸡腿，好喝。
啊，味道怎么样？
好吃。第一天到库尔勒，我们刚到，刚刚到库尔勒，对。
谢谢。
第一顿，谢谢你们，特别好吃。
谢谢。啊，还需要啥？我送你。
不用送，这就很好了。
扣包吃了没有？
啊？
扣包吃了没有？
吃了，好吃，我都吃了一个了，比别的地方好吃。
酸奶吃了，我送你第一酸奶。
不用，真不用。
酸奶嘛特别好吃。
这些就很好了，就好了。
我的酸奶嘛特别好吃。
是吗？那我要付账的。
我过来这个吗？你回家喝，现在我酸奶你喝一下，可以吗？
可以，但是我要付款。我一定要付款，一定要付钱。你是老板娘，我这手要不跟您握握手了就，谢谢。你长得很漂亮，
谢谢。
皮肤保养的好。以后我还会来吃的。
好的，欢迎光临。
好的，谢谢。你看薄皮包子晚了也没有，抓饭也是晚了就没有。外酥里嫩，而且是料，这里边都入味了。泡在缸子肉里。太美味了。海里帕尔商业街，就在路口第一家，随缘进来，开盲盒成功。
Historical records indicate that during the Tang Dynasty, over 1,400 years ago, people began planting fragrant pears in what is now Korla. By the 1950s, Korla fragrant pears had gained fame, leading to the city's nickname Pear City. Although Korla has now developed into a modern city, the name Pear City still retains its historical and regional significance. In 2020, Korla fragrant pear was included in the first batch of the China-Europe Geographical Indication Protection List, expanding beyond national borders and gradually being exported to over 20 countries and regions, including the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Korla is a place where diverse ethnic groups coexist harmoniously, and this rich cultural tapestry is reflected in its cuisine.
卡瓦斯，啤酒的味道，但是没有酒精啊。小姐姐和我说的，咱尝尝。好喝。
好吃噻，然后这样里面。
把它撑开放进去。哦。
One of the delightful treats I had the pleasure of trying was borsuk, a traditional Kazakh snack. Borsuk is a type of fried dough that is typically cut into square or rectangular pieces. The exterior is golden and crispy, while the inside remains soft and fluffy. Borsuk is often served alongside Kazakh pickles and jam. This delightful bread is not only a staple in Kazakh cuisine, but also a symbol of hospitality. Taklamakan Desert is not just a barren wasteland, it is a realm of beauty and mystery. Reflecting on the journey, I realized that the Taklamakan Desert is not merely a geographical feature. It is a testament to human ingenuity and the spirit of exploration. The highway has transformed this once imposing barrier into a passageway of connection and opportunity. It has allowed people to traverse the desert with relative ease, fostering trade, travel, and cultural exchange. The construction of the surrounding China's largest desert with the giant green belt was a monumental achievement. Born out of necessity and determination, it took visionaries and laborers years of hard work to create a miracle that would withstand the forces of nature. I had traversed a remarkable landscape, one that had challenged and inspired me in equal measure. The desert, with all its beauty and mystery, had become a part of my story. A chapter filled with adventure, discovery, and a deeper appreciation for the resilience of both nature and humanity.